Hi, my name is Jim Roy, former PGA and Champions Tour player. And in this video, I want to talk about trying to increase our swing speed. And this is really for any age group, but I'm kind of talking about people in my age group. I'm 58 years old, and as we get older, we tend to lose some of our swing speed, and I know everybody likes to hit it far, so let me just give you a couple of things I do to try to maintain and maybe increase the swing speed. The number one thing I see with some of the students I work with that are a little bit older is they tend to just kind of take the club back with their arms and they try to generate some speed, on their downswing, and they're not as efficient as they could be. If you look at all the golfers gone by, from Ben Hogan to Sam Snead to Bobby Jones, certainly more recently Bubba Watson, Daly, these guys all have enormous hip turns. Their pivot is very dynamic, which gives them an awful lot of swing speed to hit the golf ball pretty far. So in a past video, I talked about making a more dynamic pivot. And if you saw it, what I talked about was once you set up and we pretend somebody calls our name from behind, we turn to look at them. Our hips have turned a good amount, which is going to free up our shoulders to turn even more. A lot of times people get here, these hips stop doing things, and we get a lot of lifting, okay? So the two main things I'm talking about here is let's turn our hips and let's turn the shoulders to increase our swing speed, okay? So what I really want you to focus on is on this backswing, I really want a dynamic pivot. Let those hips turn. The more you can get those hips turning, the easier it is for your shoulders to follow. So you're going to get a much more dynamic pivot, and that's going to increase the speed of your golf swing. So it should look like this. All right, so that one felt pretty good. At first, when you do this, you may feel like you're losing control a little bit, like you're moving way off the golf ball, okay? And that's not unusual. But I want you to stick with it and see if we can stretch that backswing out, continue to make a dynamic turn, a really nice pivot where that hip goes back and those shoulders are really turning. You can see I'm really behind the ball, which is a common characteristic that you see in today's players, all right? So let's hit another one. Light grip pressure, a little tilt to the right, and I'm really gonna turn those hips and turn those shoulders. All right, so even though I'm trying to really make a really big pivot, you can see I'm staying in balance. Really important, okay? So, how do we do this? Well, you can take a club, get at your house, get in your posture, and really work on turning, okay? Try to get that flexibility. Just try to increase it just a touch. And you can see how much my hips have turned, which is really allowing my shoulders to get even more behind the ball, which is going to increase your swing speed. So let's do one more. I'm going to visualize a really dynamic pivot. Those hips are going to turn, shoulders are going to turn, and then I'm going to really hit this one far. So try this out. Increase our hip turn, which is going to help our shoulders turn more and increase your swing speed. So press the like button if you liked what you heard. And also, you can register down below and see other golf videos that we've already done that you may enjoy. We'd love to hear your comments. Thank you very much.